All right, I'd like to welcome everybody to the Devin Smith PS4 Sports League Network, live on YouTube, PS4 live stream, Joe Price Facebook. Today we are doing Week 8. We're doing Week 8 of the NFL Madden League, Season 12, 2018. I'm online coach, Big Kurt Lord Green. I'm going to be coaching the Philadelphia Eagles. We're 5-3. Just took a very devastating loss at home against Carolina, 13-10, field goal win. Carolina stole our heart in Philly, sudden death. All right, we're in Jacksonville. We're in Week 8. Jacksonville Jaguars are 6-1. Of course, we know that Jacksonville is a contending team, period. So the Eagles, we're definitely ready. And we're starting Nick Foles. We see how the season is going already, so we're looking at starting Nick Foles, okay, over Carson Wentz. All right?
Let's go, you got this.
Okay. And, this is going to be a game. This is going to be a game. Going to be a game. If anybody want to join any leagues, friend me on my PSN at Joe Price 834. Friend me on Facebook under the name Joe Price, or friend me on my YouTube page, Devin Smith. Hit the subscribe button, then hit the bell so you can be notified for new content. Also, check out my Facebook page, Joe Price Hall of Fame, which is an exclusive championship Facebook page that has playoff championship content from the past and the current.
Is your record 4-3 or 5-3?
5-3. Our record is 5-3. And yes, we're not happy about it because we started out the whole season so strong. Man, this sucks. But like I said, we already deep in the season. It's too late. You know what I mean? We need 9 wins to make the playoffs, though. So I don't know. 5-3, I don't know. We got destroyed by the Giants. We lost sudden death at home, and now we're in
One
Jacksonville.
of the games of the year comes to us from England. It's the coach. This is Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, it's the third of 3 games this year in London, and it's the best of the bunch, as we'll see the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'll be back at halftime, but first, let's get you across the Atlantic to London, where I'm privileged to hand things over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thank you. We are over 4,000 miles away from where you're seated in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England, and Wembley Stadium. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles,
Can you
look at
show
this
all the
Jaguar
records
team.
after the game so
They come
I
in
can
feeling
see
good
how
after
Baltimore is
back-to-back
doing?
victories.
And the way they played
Definitely,
last
no
week,
doubt. I'll show you the
you look at
standings, no
tape,
doubt.
It looks like they had extra
Yeah,
guys
I'll
on
show
the
you the
field.
standings. Yeah, I'll definitely show you the standings. You got it. Okay. I'm not starting Carson Wentz. I'm starting Nick Foles. I like him. I'm going to go with him for the rest of the season.
Shut down that
If we
offense.
lose, we lose.
Meanwhile, for our
Don't make a
visitors,
difference. I
the
don't care.
Eagles, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. Leading the charge is the UCF product who hails from right there in the Orlando area in Altamont Springs, Blake Bortles.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
And the defense now for the Eagles.
A Pro Bowler each of the last 3 seasons, Fletcher Cox can blow up the run like nobody this side of Aaron Donald. When I asked him how he handled double teams, he said the first thing I want to do is get the hands of the first blocker off of me, then I'll just go ahead and deal with the second guy.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Bortles. Over the middle, complete. It's Cole. And he lost the football. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Leonard Fournette must be hurt. These things you don't have to face him.
Leonard Fournette, yeah, man, I'm scared of him, man.
When they
Leonard Fournette
guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put
it
on,
nice, man.
Big tackle, knock
Leonard
the ball
Fournette
free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
The Eagles offense back out onto the field.
We're 5-3. We're in week 8. We got to try to do whatever we can. This is going to be a very hard game.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Miles Jack coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. They'll drop to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27. Now it's Ajayi. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They're going to look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's got it. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. A good pick up there of 20 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw here. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Miles Jack in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now Foles. Now he'll escape to it. Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out. And the Jags grab it. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Tell me I didn't just see these first 2 possessions. I mean, is this one of those cases of anything you can do, I can do
better?
Maybe not better, huh? Worse? Yeah, just a little bit. Very sloppy start. I think maybe a case of the nerves for both teams.
And now we're back to an even playing field. Looking deep downfield. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 55 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme. so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And this is incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. And that is incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Here's Foles. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Buying time to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. They run with Ajani. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal.
4th down, ball's at the 1-yard line. Do you go for it, or do you go ahead and kick a field goal? I think because you're going to end up giving a long field even if you don't score, I put my trust in my defense. I go for it and try and get the points.
Now, prior to the snap, we hit all zeros as time has run out on the first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Elliott now to kick this one away. Now the return, Rashad Green. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On second down, here's Fournette. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Looking long for Westbrook. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for the next drive, the tight end, Zach Ertz. Where he stands right now, as you see, already over 1,000. You have to think 2,000 is a real possibility. Long way to go in the season, but what he's done so far, spectacular.
It is, and you know what he's also hoping for? He's going to play a lot of man coverage from here on out, because one of the best ways to slow down production is to go to zone and double, triple team, put a number of people in the area that you expect him to run into. But man-to-man, every receiver believes he's going to win that battle. And you know what they all do? They all keep kind of a book, you know, on what the defenders do, what their moves are, their best things. And he wants to be able to refer to that book and beat one guy at a time.
Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Foles. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 17 yards the pickup there. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And some space here. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Looking to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. He'll drop to throw. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. That they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Green to bring it back. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both look. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Derek Barnett. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Sproles, the return. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. And along with the rest of his offensive mates, here comes Zach Ertz. And he's proving again why tight ends can be so valuable in this league. He's over 150 yards.
They just continually create mismatches because of their body frame, their athletic ability. You put a little guy on them, a small corner, they can often overpower them. You put a bigger linebacker on them, they'll run by them. You name it, they almost have the last move if this were a chess game. That's why they're so valuable.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. His throw incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Ertz has it left side. And they're going to get this one all the way out to the 25-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Steps, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now back to throw. And he connects with Ertz. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Dancing to his left. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll look to throw here. Forced out to now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out, and the Jags grab it, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you've got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore. This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Back to the air on second down. It's Bortles. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On first down, Bortles. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Bortles will try again on second down.
Record.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Clock running as Bortles hurries to try to get his guys set. Bortles now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
My record is 5-3. Yeah, I'm 5-3.
With 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And Lambeau will put this one through. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right,
This
Brandon,
is a
thanks
big
very
game.
much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Deshaun Watson, strong in the victory, as his guys up their mark to 6-2 on the year. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you're watching, it's the former Super Bowl MVP, Nick Foles, with a strong first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that because now I think they go a little bit deeper.
Now a hit and Foles loses the football. It's out. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar
Defending
touchdown.
Super Bowl this season or no in
And for
Madden.
the score. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
Josh Lambeau now for the point after. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Buying time to his left. Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out, and the Jags grab it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was it 3 drives?
Yep.
3 fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to change our luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentration, you'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now. Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. They're going to look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Back to throw here. Being chased out left. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Yeldon. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last 2 years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on, 6.
A lot of points. And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. And some room to roam now. Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite.
This is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Bortles on the give to Fournette. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. The Jaguars on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. From the gun, it's Bortles. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little
Philly
bit more
got some good
cautious when you start
defense.
that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, take it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Now Foles. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Malik Jackson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in London. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Foles. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Calais Campbell in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
You hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10.
This is a great defensive game.
Throwing on 1st down is Bortles.
Oh, yeah, definitely, Uncle Phil. This is, yeah, man. Yeah, it's tough, man.
I think you'd have to say defensively,
It's
these guys are doing their
tough,
job
man.
pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20
No, we
points.
didn't struggle like this our first 3 weeks.
And they've done that.
Struggled.
They've held them.
It's been
the
tough.
problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20. And the offense has been the issue. You're right. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Bortles going to throw. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Bortles now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marquise Lee, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Lambeau on for the extra point. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is now 17-8. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Foles
I
now
gotta see you
6
get a
for
win
6
tonight,
since coming
bro.
back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Foles.
Damn, missed the best part of this game, just saw it on WhatsApp with notifications. I have it turned on.
Down to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know what's up, man. They should be giving you a
34
notification.
yards.
MC Eagles, man, you missed a lot of the game, but I mean, you in on the 4th, but you missed a lot of the game. This is a real good game.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he gets us
real good game, man. Real good, great game. Great game. Great.
A good pickup there at 22.
I don't know if I'm going to win. I don't know what's going to happen, man. We ain't looking all that good, but I don't care.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
I'm never going to give up.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it.
Oh, okay.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
Yeah, McEagles, I just check his channel every
They'll try
hour.
and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Jay Ajayi, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the
You know
Eagles
I
have
had it
cut
turned
back
on but
with a
happened to see you was on and got WTF I didn't get the notification.
Yeah, I know, right?
Just executed better.
Man,
Because they had 2 previous
you know,
drives
Uncle
that
Phil
didn't
was telling me that. I
for
think
this one,
there
they
were a
finally
few
were able to
others
put it in
telling
the
me
end
that
zone.
about
Well,
the
whatever he
notification.
did, Speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
I've been told that by a few people.
And his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Remember, I always say before I do a video,
and that
hit the
will get
subscribe button. I always run it.
Drive span
I know
it happens a lot.
and it's capped off by a
Yeah,
touchdown run by
I'm sorry that it
J.J.
happens, man. Like, you got to keep checking well, you might check my channel, you may not see it or whatever, because I come on during different times or whatever. So,
Elliott now to
like I
kick
said,
this
you got
one
to
away.
check this. If you ain't getting a notification, still keep checking the channel. You gotta, it's not hard to bring it
I think YouTube has glitches and has had problems recently.
As these guys will set
probably
up
that.
shop at the 23-yard line.
Yeah, you're probably used to that.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to
So
go.
I heard.
After the touchdown we just saw,
You know,
we have
it
a
was
brand
a
new
good
ball
game,
game. And
man.
now look at the
Good
situation.
game,
You've got plenty of time on the clock defensively.
I'm still learning how to play with the Eagles.
So do you roll?
I'm still learning right now
The
how to
Eagles
play with
get
the
there
Eagles.
for the
You know?
sack.
I'm learning right now.
Graham. He's the one that got
I'm still learning right now how to play with him.
for a loss of 9.
You know, when I get it
Brandon,
together,
more often than
I'm
not,
still
you'd say
learning.
they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what?
I hear
He's
this
still
from a
been
lot
able
of
to make some
YouTubers.
plays, and right now they have a lead.
Yeah.
Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute
You know
war.
what I mean? It's all good,
Time
man.
for a break.
It's all good.
We're
You know,
back
even
to
if we
see what
lose this
happens
game, I
after
still feel
this.
good because we gave up a good fight, man. You know, we just didn't get blown up. We
On
gave up a
third
good
down,
fight.
Fournette. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon.
You know, we
as they
still made
stop
it a
him
game. You
behind
know,
the
that's where
line.
I'm at.
And
At least
now
we're
right
going to
out
try
of the 2-minute
until
break.
I can
We'll get a
learn
timeout used
everything that I need to
defensively
learn.
with a
It's gonna
minute
be hard,
56 to
man,
go.
but like I said, I'm going to put up a fight. Just like I did in that last game. We lost, but it's still, you know, I'm going to try not to get blown out.
Hey, well, I'm glad I caught the end of the game.
As we resume play. And the Jaguars
You know,
send out
but
their
the
punter,
highlights will be on my
standing just
channel.
about on his own
All
goal
the highlights
line.
of tonight's game, you know.
You have a good chance. All you need is a field
And
goal.
this is away. It's a
That's all
high
I need.
kick, and he got
I
all
got
of
a
it.
shot, actually. We actually got a shot. Get it, get it. Get it. What the hell?
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the
Okay.
10 at the 8-yard line.
All right, we got to try to get down. Okay.
The
I gotta
Eagles
try,
coming out as they get ready. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, and their defense gets them the football
I got to
back.
try to
Yeah,
go to
they have
other
a chance
people's
to get
side.
the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go out there right now.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line.
All right, we
It's a
get the idea
9-yard
now.
pickup on the play,
Okay.
and that'll make it 2nd and short. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh. On the field, but okay, I see you. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Now Bortles. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here we go. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Bortles gives to Yeldon on the draw. He showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. The Eagles will take their 3rd
The hits are
and
the
final
only thing good
timeout
about this game.
as they get the
Everything else
stoppage
sucks.
with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Yeah, you're right about that. Oh, man. You know I'm pissed, man. Dang. We started from a wonderful season all the way down to garbage. We're playing hard. I don't like the way we're playing.
Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will push the lead up to 5. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Remember to show me Baltimore record, bro. I want to see what place everybody in.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm glad you mentioned that. Almost forgot.
Back to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Miles Jack in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Jags, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Damn you, playing another game?
Yeah, I'm gonna probably check the stats. I gotta power up and try to upgrade my players. They let you upgrade your players after every game. You get to upgrade some of the players to try to improve their gameplay. Power up, upgrade. Who else? Nate Studfield. I haven't started him. Who knows, man? He might be good on here though.
I hope so. I hope he gets a win tonight.
Man. Yeah, we're at, oh my God, I can't believe it. I'm not playing good at all. We're just not playing good at all.
Yeah, we def need to go on a win streak.
Yeah, we got to go on a win streak.
Let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Something has to happen. Something has to happen, man. We might not even make the playoffs how we going now, man. I mean, it ain't over, but we've been losing lately too much. We lost 3 games in a row. Okay, let's check out the standings. Okay. All right,
maybe you should try that Nate Studfield guy. He might be good.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking the same thing. He might be good. Washington Redskins, 4-3. They're first place right now in the NFC East. New York Giants are 4-4. Philly, we're 4-4. Cowboys are 3-4. That's the NFC.
I doubt it. Suffield sucks.
Standings. NFC East. Okay. NFC South. Saints 5-2. Carolina Panthers 4-3. Atlanta Falcons 3-4. Tampa Bay Buccaneers 2-5. They're not all that good. That's your NFC South. Then we're gonna move in the next standings. All right, NFC North. Detroit Lions 4-3. That's about where they would probably be in the real season. Yeah, week 7, week 8. Detroit should be about 4-3. just above 500. The Vikings, Kirk Cousins, they're 4-4.
I can't
500.
believe Cowboys suck like that.
Yeah. Green Bay Packers 3-4. Dang, they 3-4. If Aaron Rodgers wasn't playing, he got hurt like he did last year. That's the only time you see Green Bay at 3-4. The Chicago Bears 3-4. NFC North. We move up to last one, NFC West. All right, that's the last one we need to go. Hold on, let's move up. Okay, NFC West. Los Angeles Rams 7-1. Oh shit.
I can't believe it. Dallas sucks. Dak dink and dunk.
Seattle Seahawks 5-2. San Francisco 49ers 2-6. They got the 49ers 2-6 in week 7. I think. Are we in week 7? No, my bad. We in week 8. They got the 49ers at 2-6 in week 8. That's a bad rating right there. That's a bad rating. So the 49ers, Madden 19 is saying that the 49ers would actually be 2-6 this year. With the quarterback that they have and all. Their team is a 2-6 team. We'll see. We'll see when the real season starts if the Niners will be 2-6 in week 8. Arizona Cardinals, what are they? 2-6. Maybe it might be right. That might be about
You
right.
still have a good chance cause most teams have the same record as you.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking too. I'm glad you mentioned that, buddy. I'm thinking that too. I still got a shot. Cause so the NFC, the Los Angeles Rams are number 1. The whole NFL, Jacksonville Jaguars and the Rams are tied for the first seed between two. Look at both of these teams that are highlighted. All right, now we did different divisions, NFC. I'm going to come through the AFC later. But right here, let's just look at the first two teams. Let's look at the Los Angeles Rams, Jared Goff, and they got some other players. I was told they did good in free agency. Los Angeles Rams, right? Okay, then they also got Los Angeles Chargers, I think. It used to be St. Louis Rams. Jacksonville Jaguars 7-1. That's realistic. They're gonna be something next year. Jaguars. I would say they're gonna be 7-4.
Damn, who would have thought those teams would be top on NFL LOL.
Talk about it. Kansas City Chiefs 6-2. Madden 19, they're saying that the Kansas City Chiefs will be 6-2 without Alex Smith. I don't know who's their starter. The Texans 6-2. If Deshaun Watson stays healthy, the Texans are going to be a team in the AFC. If Deshaun Watson, who got hurt last year from Clemson, they said he put up a lot of touchdowns. He did a lot of great things in his rookie year. I'm looking for great things from him this year.
Now the Dolphins are 6-2 WTH.
Come on, check it out. Dolphins 6-2. Ooh, they got Ryan Tannehill. That's their starting quarterback. He ain't that bad. They probably got to build around him. But the Dolphins haven't been to the Super Bowl or even deep in the playoffs. They went to the first round 4 years ago and lost to Pittsburgh in the first round. The Dolphins.
Their starter for the Chiefs is Patrick Mahomes.
Okay, Patrick Mahomes. Make sure you look him up so we can find the stats on Patrick Mahomes. So we can see. Tell me what university he comes from. We'll check him out. All right, Miami Dolphins, 6-2. Seahawks. So the Seahawks rank 6. The Steelers rank 7. The Saints is 8. Chargers are 9. And the Bengals are 5-3. That's Andy Dalton, AJ Green. They're not doing nothing no time soon.
Didn't the Dolphins lose the Super Bowl to the Lions in your last Madden 18 series?
Remember that? See? You remember my last series. It's still there. Remember? The Dolphins lost to the Lions. I'm glad you mentioned that. You know, bringing back old memories, man. You're bringing back old memories, Uncle Phil. And you're bringing back old memories, man. It's still on the video. The good times, man. What season was that, Phil? I forgot what season that was. I don't know if it was last season, because I'm in season 12 of franchise. So I've done.
Well, my Ravens are 5-3. That's pretty good.
Okay, let's go into it. All right, AFC, let's rock it with it. AFC, where we gonna start
Yay,
at?
Bengals should just fire their coach. He been there way too long. LOL.
Yeah, fire him. He's been yeah. He's not. Yeah, I'm starting to think playing with different teams. I'm starting to think it cursed me. I don't know. All right, so we got the Dolphins. So the Dolphins are over the Patriots. 6-2. The New England Patriots are 3-5. Bills are 2-6. Jets are 2-6. AFC East. Bills are gonna be garbage. The Jets, they got Teddy Bridgewater, I think, from Minnesota. I wonder who got Case Keenum. I liked it, that quarterback. Case Keenum. I like him. Okay. AFC West, who's that? Kansas City, 6-2. Chargers, 5-2. Denver Broncos, garbage, 2-6. They're going to be garbage. They will never see a good day like they saw with John Elway. They will never see a good day.
The Pats are 3-5. Wow, who would have THST? We ended their dynasty. LOL.
Yep. Ended the dynasty. Yes, let me see. What he said, the Pats, Patriots. Yeah, they're 3-5. The
Don't
Dolphins.
worry, the Patriots will cheat their way into the playoffs. LOL.
Yeah, man, the Patriots. It's been talked about a lot, guys. It's really been talked about a lot about the New England Patriots cheating. Yeah, that's something. Yeah. That's been talked about a lot. The New England Patriots, man, it's fixed. It's fixed, man. Something shady going on because they keep going to the Super Bowl every year. Same thing. I mean, and then they get the first round bye, and then they play two teams that's in between. There's nobody really in the West. There's nobody in the West.
Yeah,
really.
no doubt they probably will. Uncle Phil. LOL.
Yeah, it's something shady going on. I have to agree. They tried to say last year that the Eagles, they tried to make a callback on a pass that Nick Foles made. The Eagles, that winning touchdown, they tried to call it back, and the Patriots coach Bill Belichick and the Super Bowl, they tried to say the Eagles cheated, the refs cheated for the Eagles, but I was like, you have to be kidding me. The New England Patriots are complaining about plays being called back after all of the shadiness that I have heard from New England. You just come on, NFL is being exposed. There's a lot of shady stuff going on, okay? I'm telling you, some shady underhand stuff going on, where you have the referees are not they're doing certain shady stuff, man. Even with the New England Patriots schedule, they need a harder schedule. I think that they should move the New England Patriots to the NFC. Then we'll see if Tom Brady and Bill Belichick, we'll see if they can do the same thing. In the NFC, that's a tough division. We'll move New England. We'll bring them to Philly's division. We'll play them 2 times a year. We'll bring them to the NFC East. And we'll see if the Patriots do the same thing that they're doing.
Yay, right. Both TD were caught. Clement and Ertz TD were good.
Yeah, right. Listen. I love the NFL, so I'm not trying to insult the NFL. I want to make that clear. I'm not trying to insult the NFL, okay? But I love the NFL. I'm saying.
And yay for Pats. AFC is way too easy for them.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Like basically, nah, man. New England, they got to give them a tougher schedule. I've seen their schedule. As a matter of fact, this year, see if you can look on a computer, telephone. See if you can give me their schedule. The first 6 teams that New England plays. If they're playing Miami, Denver, and Kansas City, teams like that, like I know it's fixed. Tom Brady and whatnot, he should be starting right up with teams like what's the team? Jacksonville. The opening game, Jacksonville. And then Tom Brady should have tough teams, man. They're gonna have to be somebody. He has to sweat, man. It can't be easy for him to keep winning. All right, what the Broncos? Okay. Oakland Raiders are going to be 1-6. Dave Carr, Marshawn Lynch. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's go to the next one. AFC East. AFC South, Jacksonville. Okay, 6-1. Texans. Okay.
They always have the easy road. There's no competition in the AFC. The next best team right now is only Jacksonville and the Steelers. That's it.
That's it. That's it. I'm glad you mentioned that. I'm glad you mentioned it. And we got a nice little NFL politics. You know, we got that. That's NFL politics. Look right here. Look at the coach. They're going to have Jake. What's the guy name? I forgot the quarterback for the Colts. I like their quarterback. Forgot his name. I'll come back around to it. The Titans, Marcus Mariota. They wasn't bad last year. Texans, I like them. Deshaun Watson, I want to see how he plays a full 16.
Andrew Luck.
There you go. My bad. Thank you. You got it. Who got it? MC Eagles got it right. Andrew Luck. The Dolphins, okay. South. AFC North. What will be the prediction of AFC North? Pittsburgh Steelers 5-2. Will the Steelers be 5-2 in the real league this year in Week 8? Will the Steelers be 4-2 or 3-5? Cincinnati Bengals 5-3. Andy Dalton, AJ Green, they haven't did anything for the last 4 years. They've been mediocre. I don't even think they made the playoffs. So for them to say that the Bengals would be 5-3 in Week 8, I'm itching my head. But it's still early. We got 8 games remaining, so we'll see.
Try Nate Studfield at quarterback this game cause Nick Foles fumbled 4 times. That's way too much. You would have won if it weren't for that.
You right. You're right. I think I'm going to start. Well, we may not make the playoffs now, how it's looking. So right now, to me, it's a good time for anything. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be doing any play. It don't matter. I'm going to come up with all kinds of plays. Trick plays, you name it, because I'm becoming anything. Let me see. Baltimore Ravens. Joe Flacco. I'm a big fan, huge fan of Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco, Baltimore Ravens, 5-3. Week 8.
I feel bad a great talent like Aj Green has wasting his talent in Cincinnati.
AJ Green, he's a nice wide receiver. You right.
Wow, the Browns are 0-8. I thought they would do better than that.
Come on. The Cleveland Browns. They got Tyrod Taylor. They got a couple other good players. The Cleveland Browns, from what I'm hearing, they're going to be a contending team next year. Deshaun Kessler, the young guy who came from Notre Dame last year, who had a terrible start with the Browns. Deshaun Kessler was sent to the Green Bay Packers. He's backing up Aaron Rodgers. I just thought you should know that. So we're just talking about a little sports politics. Since we're going through the standings, I say, hey, a little sports politics. I promise not to talk about politics, but sports politics. A little sports politics here. We know what team is who, what rosters is who's going where, who's going where. The Cleveland Browns, they should have kept Deshaun Kessler to back up Tyrod Taylor, but they have, what's the guy named Baker? Okay. I haven't seen him play yet. I don't know if he's better than Tyrod Taylor. I'll tell you that right now. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So I think that would be it. Okay, so the NFC, the Rams is the number 1 seed. And then
yeah, I think Baker Mayfield will be good though.
Yeah, Baker Mayfield. Yes, definitely. Yeah. Well, you know, that is one of the exciting things because you never know. The NFL is always
He might be best QB in this draft.
I agree, MC Eagles. Definitely. He may be best QB in the draft, yeah. Okay. I'm coming back on. So within 5 minutes, 10 minutes, come back to the channel. I'm coming back on. It ain't over.